Look, you can't just pitch me a chat GPT with you change the logo and you're like, that's innovation. That's just
Mhm,
not, it's not interesting because it goes
mhm,
back to like businesses should be solving a real problem,
mhm.
solving a problem that's under addressed, which is I think the most salient point, and solving a problem where there's green space to really build and build differently. And so I'm not looking for functionality that feels directly overlapping with what already exists. But I think there are areas where the underlying models are not going to spend time and are not going to deepen. And that's where like real applications level services come in and build relevance. With the proliferation of AI, how does the labor force continue to evolve? And so that's both how are we upskilled? How do we think about just like relevance of skills in a landscape where AI is just changing the motion of work? As well as like what are the pools of labor that become more in demand and that actually start to deplete over time. Also thinking through as a kind of a related adjacent theme, like how higher ed needs to evolve to remain relevant. How do you both like lower the cost of care, lower the cost of service and access to education, while also just creating just like much more relevant skilling delivered in that environment. As well as thinking through like interfaces into workforce. So things like upskilling, um, AI to analyze talent, AI to augment, AI to streamline access to expertise. Like all of that is untapped opportunity where models aren't going to play. I mean, they'll be able to do some of it, but not with the level of depth required to really drive the deep impacts that you would look to see from like a sustainable large business.